All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High and His only begotten Son. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Ruka Kudash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone, who root into His will. Wa Barakathum, to the hopeful elect. All right, now today through the Spirit, you don't want to go into a lesson you see entitled Lockdowns are coming, are returning. Lockdowns are returning. That's what I'm going to name it. Lockdowns are returning, because we understand that as times intensify, that prophecy has to be fulfilled in Revelation the 13th chapter, where it speaks on Esau speaking as a dragon, which he's already done. He's already doing. But it's at the baby steps right now. You see, forcing everybody to give in into what he's pushing and do as he said, bow down and subject yourself to him. That's how the Romans were. You see, and this is the revised Romanian Empire. And Esau wants everybody in full subjection to him, to the point where he even puts his C-hip in you. You see, and he has full, complete control over your thoughts, your money, and where you are, and all those things, man. That's literally the time period that we're at, man. You see, and it's only going to intensify as time goes on. But I want to go ahead and jump into the scriptures. Now, this is not the scriptures, but the news articles. There's all types of articles going in on that second lockdown. The mask mandates coming back. You see? Because what? The crown. Everybody thought the crown was over. Everybody thought, oh man, we're good with it. They brought the serpent venom out. Everybody then got stabbed up and everything's just good now. But guess what? That's not the case. Because guess what? Check this out. We see here, it's still a crap ton of cases happening. Fox News citing rising crown cases. These U.S. hospitals have now reinstated the masks in the hospitals because of all the crown. It says as crown rises, what would that mean for mask guidance? So check this out. Mask mandates return. Full list of places with restrictions on the place. You see? So this thing, everybody thought that the plagues was over. There was no more plagues. There's all types of plagues happening on this planet Earth. And one of them is these sicknesses going out. And the crown is not over. And guess what? It's only going to get worse as time goes on. You see? Check this out. It says conspiracy theories spread information about the return of the crown. Well, the crown is still here. We just read it in the news articles. Check this out. Be prepared. Biden is setting the stage for another round of crown lockdowns. And that's why you had all these military coming over here. That's why you have a lot of these stores being turned into camps. Because what? they're trying to force their agenda on everybody. Those who don't want to subject themselves, they're ready to put you in a position of being locked up. You see? So that's the reality. Look this, check this out. MSN, Biden wants another wave of lockdowns. Alright? This thing is going to happen. You see? Second lockdown. Alright, and these plagues are being sent through by Yahweh Shai. He's allowing, even though a lot of them are man-made by Esau, that's still the prophecy being fulfilled. It doesn't matter how the prophecy gets fulfilled. It matters the prophecy gets fulfilled. And the prophecy is what? That it's going to be plagues. It's going to plague Egypt again. That it's going to be these sicknesses going out again. You see? That's just the reality. Now let's go ahead and dive into some scriptures. This scripture gets brought out a lot, but this is the state that we're approaching. Alright, 2nd Ezra 15, I'm going to start at verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means destruction. Alright? For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. We're seeing all types of nations coming against each other. This is all prophecy at the end of the day. These nations coming against each other. You see all this judgment happening? You see? That's all the Lord's doing. You see? Lord is bringing judgment on these places, man. All right. Let's continue on, have a little bit more. And it reads, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, which we're seeing happening at a small scale. But as times ramp up, it's going to intensify when there's less food. You see? When there's more of a struggle to pay for these different things, which is happening now. That's going to lead to these people going ham, going crazy. People are going to have they're going to lock this thing down. People are going to be protesting. That's what we had to look forward to. Nothing but evils, bad times. And it's going to get worse. It says, they shall not regard their king nor princes, and the course of their power, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. They going to rebel. It's going to be rebellion amongst these people because they're not going to agree with these decrees Esau is pushing out. What does it say though? Verse 17, a man shall desire going to the city and shall not be able. They're going to lock this thing down again. You see? And those who don't want to subject themselves are going to get tossed into FEMA camps. That's why they got all these military vehicles driving around here. They ain't no coincidence. That's for a reason. You see? And we're approaching that time. We're vastly approaching that time. These plagues are here. You see? But that's just what I want to touch on real briefly. And I'll grab number 13 as well. And that'll be it. You see, this video, they have to be long. They're getting ready to lock this thing down just like they did before. This is Revelation 13, and I believe it's verse 11. And it reads, and I beheld another beast come up out of the earth. You see? Now it's talking about that head leader that sparked up out of this Revivals-Romanian Empire. You see? Because Babylon the Great is the head leader of this new beast, which is NATO. The beast is NATO and the EU. But the head leader of it is who? Babylon the Great, America. Okay? It says, and he had two horns like a lamb. You see, Democrats, Republicans. Just like you had the plebeians and the plebeians and the plebeians, loosely paraphrasing. I know there's something along them lines. It's the same thing as Democrats and Republicans. Right? That's them two horns as a lamb. And then the way they do the Senate system is the voting thing. That happened during Esau's dominion as well, where they changed it to where it's no longer a monarchy. You see, it's the way they got it now, where a Senate system, where everybody votes for the person. It's not like whoever just has the. It's not like a lineage type of thing. Who rules? Who's the king? It's all off of election. But it says right here, the last part, it says, and spake as a lamb. You see? So he speaks as if he's down for the people and for everybody. You know, his deceit, that's him ruling his deceit. You see, he has a deceitful way of dealing, as if he's with everybody and everything. But guess what? Deep down, he's really all for his own agenda. And he doesn't care if people get destroyed in the process. You see? But continuing on, it says, and he spake as a dragon. So he came as if he was all gentle. He's for everybody. That's how America, Babylon the Great, ruled by Esau, is being done. But guess what? It's not for everybody. America is for everybody. Is for everybody's destruction. And what's gonna happen is, speaking as a dragon, that's these different mandates and these different things where he's basically forcing you to bow down and subject yourself to him. Right? And that's what we're seeing happening with the lockdown and these different things of that sort, man. These lockdowns, these different laws and legislations being pushed. They're making certain laws for the Fruit Loop community. You see? So that's all going into that speaking as a dragon, forcing you to do stuff by way of force. But anyways, the point I wanted to touch into real briefly on this lesson. You see, we're approaching these next lockdowns. But I brought this out. This was edifying. I like to end it all by saying, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, Double Honor City, Apostle Elders, Great Millstone, Root Teach Will, Shalom.